Welcome, Luminous One. You are now standing at a deep layer of this sacred arc, becoming whole again, the art of inner reunion. In episode 1, we explored the moment of split, when we first began to fragment in order to survive. In episode 2, we practiced vibrational listening, the art of hearing the lost voices within. And now, in episode 3, we begin to map the landscape, to understand what fragmentation looks like from the inside out. You see, healing is not random. It has its own sacred anatomy. Just as the physical body has organs that work in harmony, your inner world also has structures, emotional, energetic, and vibrational, that once worked together as a unified field. When trauma, fear, or disconnection entered that field, certain parts of you stepped into specialized roles. Each one had a purpose, not to harm you, but to protect you. And though these roles may no longer serve you, they still deserve your compassion. Let's explore the 3 primary layers of inner fragmentation. First, the emotional layer, the inner children. This is where our earliest emotional imprints live, the young selves who absorbed pain they didn't have words for. They carry the frequencies of unmet needs, the need to be seen, to be held, to be safe. You might recognize these in your moments of overreaction, the tears that come out of nowhere, the fear of rejection, the longing for approval. When these parts are ignored, they act out. When they're listened to, they soften. Their medicine is nurturance, the willingness to parent yourself with tenderness and patience. Take a breath and whisper inwardly, "I see you, little one. You no longer have to carry this alone." Number 2, the mental layer, the protectors and the controllers. These are the parts that developed strategies. They live in your mind and operate through thought, analyzing, defending, planning, fixing, controlling. Their job was to ensure safety through logic, structure, and control, but the cost was often emotional disconnection. They built walls to keep pain out, not realizing that these same walls kept love from coming in. When you meet your inner protector, don't try to silence it. Instead, thank it. Say, "Thank you for protecting me when I didn't know how to protect myself. You can rest now." This simple acknowledgement begins to rewire the internal nervous system. Because your protection no longer feels necessary, presence returns. And 3, the spiritual layer, the disassociated self. This is the most subtle and often the most overlooked. It's the part that disconnects from the physical world to escape pain. It manifests as spiritual bypassing. When we seek light to avoid the shadow, transcendence to escape the human. But true spirituality is not an escape from the human experience, it is the embrace of it. Reunion at this level requires embodiment, feeling your emotions, inhabiting your body, allowing spirit to flow through your humanity, not around it. You might say, "I allow my spirit to live fully in this human form. I choose embodiment as sacred ground." As you can see, fragmentation is not failure, it is function. It's your system's attempt to create balance under duress. Every part of you, the inner child, the controller, the disassociated mystic, was simply doing its best to keep you safe in a moment when safety seems impossible. But here's the deeper truth. Safety was never meant to be built through separation. It was meant to be restored through reunion. The work now is not to destroy these inner archetypes, but to integrate them, to bring them back into the rightful harmony. When you do, they stop pulling you in different directions and begin working as allies within your energetic symphony. So this week, I invite you to map your inner landscape. You do this in your journal. Identify your emotional parts, the younger selves who still ache and long for validation. Identify your mental protectors, the voices that overthink, control, or defend. Identify your spiritual escapes, the way you might avoid being human in the name of being enlightened. Then place your hand over your heart and say, I honor every part of me for the role it has played. You are all welcome here. You'll feel a softening, a resonance, because acknowledgement is the language of integration, and when all parts feel safe to exist in one field, the light of wholeness begins to glow again. Beloved, the anatomy of fragmentation is also the blueprint of reunion. To understand your fractures is to know where to shine your light. You are not broken. You are a constellation waiting to remember its pattern. Until next time, may you feel the gentle return of every part of you to the one that you are.